So stop.
Hello. What?
What's up?
I am going to video our San Diego trip. I am determined.
Determined to film.
I'm really sunburned right now. I look really sunburned. I don't think I'm that sunburned, but like on this camera, I look really sunburned. My nose just looks really red. Anyways, we're gonna go buy road trip snacks.
Again!
So that's the start of our video. Road trip snacks.
I love snacks.
Okay, so road trip snacks are being purchased. Oh, I just had the hiccup. So we leave tomorrow at 3 a.m. We're going to get to Utah at 12 p.m.?
I think at noon, yeah.
12 p.m. We're going to go to Bryce Canyon National Park. We're going to video that. We're going to post a video of that. And then we're going to go to San Diego. Roy.
Cool.
James.
San Diego, California.
Yep. Okay, bye. The snacks.
The substance supplementary.
You can barely reach it. Okay. We should get these. Do you like these?
Oh, yes. I love
Yeah. I like mini muffins.
What do you think of Uncrustables for a road trip snack?
Okay, we've been driving for like 4 hours. 3 hours? 3.5 hours. And Will was like, oh my god, a rest area. Call Nona. And then he's like, we have to walk up all these stairs to get to it. And he's like, I see how this works. Literally there's a parking lot at the bottom of all these stairs. But no, we have to walk up 50 stairs. Because he was like, let's park up here. So, that's how my morning's going. No, but it's fine. And, yeah. So, we're almost there. Just kidding.
Almost the Grand Junction.
Yeah. Elevation. Just kidding.
So, what's up, Josie and Willow peoples? We are doing an update here on our drive to beautiful San Diego. And right now, Josie is driving a stick. All because of that one tutorial video that we made. And now she's a professional at driving a stick shift car.
No.
How do you feel right now driving a manual?
I want to go to sleep. We need a Tesla that like can auto drive itself, and I can just like sleep.
Oh, a Tesla?
Yeah, because you can keep one hand on the wheel while you're sleeping. I'm just kidding. That's horrible.
It drives you. That's not bad.
That's pretty bad.
I'm pretty sure people do that all the time.
That's horrible.
It was scary. It would be scary to do. But anyways, we're like 4 hours now.
4 hours because this dude driving through the mountains drives like 20 under the speed limit. So he added 35 minutes on to our trip. 35 minutes!
Hey, you don't want to hit a deer.
So we are 4 hours away when we're supposed to be 3.5.
But we're on our way to Bryce National Park.
Bryce Canyon National Park.
And then after that, we'll be hitting St. George.
We're gonna get In-N-Out.
We're gonna get the greatest fast food.
I'm so excited.
known to mankind.
Update of our Utah trip. We are now in Utah. Did you say that yet?
I don't know, maybe. I can't remember.
We've been in Utah for a little bit. We are about an hour away from Bryce Canyon National Park because it's like, how hot is it? 85. Really hot. Then we're gonna go to Bryce Canyon and we're gonna go to In-N-Out Burger in St. George, Utah. So we're gonna keep this vlog going because look what just happened. I'll show you. We got a flat tire on the side of in the middle of nowhere. Like, why? It's flat. Completely. Okay, so we tried to do the he has a patch repair, not an actual tire in his car. But his tire's like annihilated. So we have to walk. So now we're walking in the middle of Utah to who knows where. And we don't even know if there's a tire store. So, yeah. Did you lose him? Cafe, we have help for a tire. So we'll fill you in on the details later. Okay, so we're still in Utah. And we stopped. We're on snow cones.
We didn't really have a choice on stopping.
Yeah, we've been here for 3 hours waiting for our tire to be fixed.
I'm telling you, man, I've been on the beach without being in a tropical beach. Even though we're about to technically go to a tropical beach.
Maybe. Maybe. Update. We're at the tire place. Waiting to get a tire.
Well, we have a tire. Waiting to get the tire put on. And that tire was...
Alright, so we are back in the car. Woo! 3 hours and 4 hours later? 4 hours later. So I thought that I would officially tell you guys the full story of the past 4 hours of our lives. So we're driving down, this road, and we're like all happy and like
Driving down Highway 89.
I was like happily picking my split ends, I'm pretty sure. I was happily picking my split ends, Will was happily just driving along. And all of a sudden we start like going like that. And I was like, Will, what are you doing? And what did you say?
I don't think I said anything.
Yeah, you did. You were like, that was scary. It's like, and you said to me, and I was like, no, I think you said something about the tires. And I was like, oh, do we have a flat tire? And you were like, what was that?
Bump.
And you were like, maybe. And I was like, okay. And then we pulled over and we got out and we had a flat tire. So then we looked in the trunk and I was like, do you have a spare tire? And he was like, no. And I was like, what? And he was like, no. And I was like, do you have a donut? Like a donut tire? And he was like, no.
I bought this car in 2017. It did not come with a spare tire or a donut. It came with a, what do I call it?
You called it a patch kit.
Oh yeah, patch kit. So if you got like a tiny little hole in your tire, you can patch it and you can be good.
Yeah, because that's what you want to do on the side of the road. You want to patch a tire unprofessionally. Like what if you're like a 16-year-old kid, brand new to driving, you get this Civic and you're like, yes, and then you go and you run over a nail and you're on the side of the road and you're like, I wouldn't know how to patch a tire.
If it was just a nail, I could have patched it.
But it wasn't just a nail. I'll insert a picture of what it actually looked like. It gets out and tries to patch kit and it's literally just blowing air nowhere because his tire was like completely ripped in half.
Well,
so then he was like, it's not gonna work.
Time out. First, I thought I could just air the tire up and go somewhere else to patch it. But when I turned on the compressor and I started filling the tire, I heard air just like bleeding out the side of it. So I went to the other side of the car and I looked down underneath and saw that the tire was completely gone.
Yeah. So then,
Never even got a chance to try the patch kit.
oh, whatever. So then we're like, what do we do? I don't know where to hold this. So then we're like, what do we do? So we looked at our phones and I tried to call someone. We realized that we have 0 service because AT&T is the worst. So we're like, what do we do? So we start walking down the road because we like went through a town and we're like, maybe somewhere in this town there'll be a tire place. And so we were like, maybe, I mean, we don't know. So we started walking. I would say like 25 cars passed us. And I finally got a tiny bit of service, so he tried to call this tire place and they answered and were like, get to this like mini mart and we'll see what we can do. We were like, okay, so we kept walking. Mini mart was probably like what, a mile away? Half mile, quarter mile, 3/4?
Oh, I would say a mile.
Mile away. So we're still walking and finally this like lady is in this like pickup truck and she pulls over and she's like, do you guys need a ride? And she like looked super nice, like super sweet. And she just looks like a really nice person. So we were like, yeah. And so we went over, got in her car, and she was like, going just up the town, I can drop you guys off at the mini mart, and there's this guy here named Lonnie, and he can help you. And we were like, sweet. So we got to the mini mart, and Lonnie was there, and he helped us, and then she called this guy named Coy, and Coy like came over, like, these are special tires. Like, you know, I don't know if I have one of these. So if I don't have one, I have to call a different store and see if they have one. So he ended up calling a different store, and they did have it. And Lonnie, this like random guy, like he didn't work for the tire place, anything. Was just like, oh, I'm headed that direction. Like, I'll go pick up the tire and bring it back. And so that was super sweet of him. So he drove. We found out at first I thought he drove an hour and a half to pick up the tire, and then an hour and a half back. But later we found out that he really just drove 45 minutes to pick up the tire and 45 minutes back. But that's still like a pretty long drive.
An hour and a half round trip.
Yeah, to do something for someone else that you like don't even know. So he did that. While he was doing that, Coy, who is like the guy that actually worked for the tire place, drove us to a cafe and told us about the cafe, and then told us about this ice cream place we could walk to. So Will and I went to the cafe, and then we watched the ice cream place. And then we found out that Lonnie picked up the wrong tire, and he had gotten halfway back, so he had driven like probably like 15 minutes and realized he had the wrong tire, so he had to turn around and go back to the tire place. So now he has driven an extra 30 minutes for us. So he drove back to the tire place, so he did drive a total of 2 hours.
Yeah, I would say that.
Picked up a tire and came back, and then Coy came and picked us up. We ended up going to this ice cream place. We sat in this cafe for probably like 2 hours. So over the course of 4 hours, we finally got our tire fixed. We went back to the shop with Coy so he could finish like pumping up the tire or attaching the rim to it or whatever. Airing it, is that what you call it?
Well, he had to strip the old tire off the rim, and then he had to fit the new tire onto the rim and then pump it full of air.
Yeah. So we did that, then we got back to the car, and we finally are on our way. So that is why we have a 4-hour long delay. But it's a story, you know?
But if we learned anything ever in a flat tire in Junction, Utah,
Yeah.
you were good.
Yeah. Like, there's a girl that picked us up and drove us, and I have her name, but I like don't remember it. Bella?
Yeah, Bella.
Bella?
That sounds right.
She like picked us up, drove us to the town, and then Lonnie was sitting there, and he was the one that like called Coy, and then Coy was the one that like officially helped us. And there was another guy there with a bunch of horses, and he said he could go get the tire in a different town if the town that Lonnie was going to didn't have it, and the town that he was going to go to was even further away, I think, like an hour. So that's 4 people, and then the store manager gave us the Wi-Fi password, so she kind of helped us. And then we went to the cafe and the restaurant there. Like, Coy came in and talked to her, and she let us like stay there for a pretty long time. So we had like 6 people help us, which is crazy to me, because like I feel like nowadays people just like are so consumed and worried about their own lives that they just like don't want to help other people. So that was awesome. So if you ever have an issue and you need a place to go, Junction, Utah, even if you're like 10 hours away. But anyways,